Hello, welcome down to the Coffee Pod Channel. Today we're in the kitchen because we're going to be looking at this, my ridiculously over-the-top storage system for when I go, I say travelling, I'm going up country for a few days and I want to take all my gear, and I'll explain why I'm not taking that coffee machine in a bit. So let's have a look then. I put all of my stuff in a travel tent to see if it's any good for you. All right, let's have a look. So here it is then. Here is my travel essential coffee machine setup. Now, this isn't for everyone. This is a huge amount of stuff for only a couple of days away. But there's a reason why I've got all of this. If you're like me and you go away and you think, oh, I wish I'd taken that. Oh, I wish I'd taken that. Oh, I wish I'd taken that. This could be for you. All right? Because I was going to take my coffee machine, but it would either be a coffee machine for pods or coffee machine for grind. This will do the lot. All right? So look at it. This is an absolute beast. So let me get this on the tripod and we'll get it measured. Because I was saying it's not for everyone, because this is 48 centimetres wide. This way is 35 centimetres. And this is about 18 centimetres. And it weighs a metric ton. It's a camera case. Okay, so that's what it's designed for. And let's have a look. Let's pop it open and I'll show you what I've got in it. Look at that. So I've covered every base in here. This is over the top. This may be too much over the top for you. I guarantee that. But you can get smaller ones that do smaller, so you can take smaller amounts. But look what I've got in here. And also you'll notice it's got these dividers. If you go look on Amazon, there are plenty with this pickable foam that you can put in. I didn't really want that because I wanted to maximise my space and I was just worried about it looking a bit messy. Hence why I've made it look messy. No, it looked a bit messy with the pickable foam and I wanted to get as much as possible. So let's have a look then. So for starters, off the top, I've got my outing mat, which fits nicely on there. So when you're making your coffee, you can use this as a tabletop, a nice solid tabletop for this. Fantastic. And then just a barista cloth. Then up the top here, the most important thing, that's my coffee. So that's where I'm going to get my Nespresso pods and my grind out of, okay, by changing this piece in here. So this is the Outin Mino, and I've done a review on that if you want to go and have a look at it. So we've got that. Next up down here, let's have a look. This is the second most important thing. This is the grinder, the Fino grinder. This is the reason why I've started to go back to grind coffee in here, because this is an absolutely phenomenal piece of kit. I'm doing a review on that. If I haven't already, go and have a look down in the description below. I will have posted that. So that's my grinder. And then the cap as well. That just goes in there. Like I was saying in the review. Wish that's somewhere for it to go. Never mind. And then in here, we've got these extra straps. You don't need these, but I just put them on. I just did. A couple of cups. Now, these are useful because what I do is when I go out, when I take this out with me, if I haven't got anywhere where the end place hasn't got hot water, I will fill this up with hot water and it will keep warm for hours. And then I just pour that into the Mino and do my shots that way. Next up, what's the next most important thing here? I've got to talk to you about this. So this is the stand. This is the stand I've got from Outin. I'm waiting to get hold of their travel stand because it folds up, because this isn't very travel friendly, really. All right. And then that comes with that. What's next most important? This is the scales. So again, when I'm doing my grinds or my coffee, I can use this as the scales. Again, I'll be doing another review of this because this is an awesome piece of kit. There we go, because it has a clock as well as your weight there, right? Okay, so again, I'll be doing a review. If I haven't done already, if you go and have a look down in the description, you'll see where the review for this is, or subscribe for when this one's coming up. Brilliant. Next up, let's have a look. Oh, yeah, I need help with this. I just threw a bunch of Nespresso pods in. It looked really messy. That's the one thing I think that I feel a little bit let down with, is just throwing Nespresso pods in there. I don't think looks ideal. I've looked at a travel Nespresso pod capsule holder, but I don't know how to. Just throwing them in just looks messy. If you've got any ideas, let me know. Here, this is my little coffee canister. So this is my airtight canister, and you can make it airtight and non-airtight using that cap above. So I've got my beans in there. And while I'm here, I've just got another one. That's just got full of beans, just because I had a spare one of these and it fitted. So I put that one in as well. And it's up here. This is where I put my beans. So I put my beans in here to scoop and pour into the grinder, into there. That's just because it fitted and it's nice, just a nice ceramic dish, lovely. And then in here, this is where all my bits and bobs are. So that's my grinder cleaner, right? This is my spray. So for my beans, get rid of the static. It's got water in it. And here, I have this, which is the basket for the grinds. So that's where you put your grinds in for the mino. And you put that on top there like that. And then you can tamp it down with that. And then I have this, which is my distribution tool. Like that. And that stays out. And the way to put it back is to give it a whack. And then it goes back in. So that's a nice little just travel distribution tool. And then I just have this, just because it fitted and it looks cool. Looks kind of hipster when I'm out, maybe making content. It just looks nice when I'm pouring coffee into it. And then finally, I have this, which is a power bank, which I can use to charge up the Pheno and the Mino if I'm out and about. And look, this one is quite nice because it has a USB cable attached to it. So I don't need to spend another cable if I haven't got one. So also I want to show you the protection that you get with this as well, because it is really good being a camera on, because usually you should have camera stuff in here, which is worth way more than my coffee gear. So you get these two padded foam bits that run all the way along there, and then you have these individual sections, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. I had about 3 that I didn't use as well, and you can see, look, the amount of protection it's got either side. So there's about 2 centimeters around all of everything in here. So I know, and because I've packed it as nice and tight as I could, it's not going to move around, and all the vibrations are going to be absorbed by this brilliant padding that is designed for thousands of pounds worth of camera kit. And then see on the top there, you've got all of this sponge here, and if you close it down, the locking here is like the double lock. So you pull that up, and then you clip it down like that, either side. And then you have this massive chunky handle to be able to carry it around with you. Really nicely well protected case, this. So you got to where you want to go. You haven't got everything out like I have here, but you've got what you need out. You fold that down, you see, you put that on there like that, and then you've got your stand, which can go there nicely, which you can put your Mino in like that. Put your little cup under there. You can put your scales on there if you want to. You can put your water on there, whatever you need to. Put your beans, whatever you fancy. So this, and then it just has a nice solid tabletop for when you're brewing your coffee in there, where it may be. So I've got a tabletop somewhere or something like that, or certainly if you're camping as well, you can just put this on there like that. Just think it's a nice way of doing it. So look, if I just give you an overview, that is everything that I take away with me. And I think that's everything I'm going to need for, if someone wants a quick espresso, they can have one, or if they want a bit of a posher one, we'll take some beans away with us. You're not going to get a huge amount out of here, probably around 5 or 6 out of here. That's why I've got this. So I should get a couple of days worth out of it. But look at everything that I get in there. This is too much for some people. It's not too much for me, because like I said, I'm going to get there and I'm going to go, oh, I should have bought that. I wish I'd have bought that. I've got everything. Right. Now, let's get it all packed back into here. Done. We're all packed. Lid down, nice and secure. Fastenings there. Like I say, weighs a metric ton. I've got everything I need for going away for a couple of days with my portable travel set. That really, it's bigger and heavier than a coffee machine, but it gives me the options. Right, brilliant. Well, I hope that's helped. If I leave this link for this one down in the description. There are loads. There are loads of different sizes. You might not need this. You might just want to take your coffee machine and maybe a cup. I don't know. There's different sizes for everyone on here, but also this one differentiates because it's a camera case with the dividers and not the pickable foam. There we go. So I hope that's been useful for you. My extremely portable carry case. But I'll tell you what though, when I go down the beach though, I still might take this just to put on the sand to be able to make coffee. That might be an idea. We'll see. I hope that's been of use. As I say, I'll leave links down below where you can get hold of everything. And that's everything that I do to take away. Till the next video, please like and subscribe. Bye-bye.